Today is May 8th. On today's date, I want to speak about something very fundamental, and that is the issue of justice and accountability, emphasizing the establishment of one economic crimes court. I want to take this time to express gratitude to our President Joseph Boakai, for extending the mandate of the One Economic Crimes Court Secretariat for another year and giving the Secretary a timeline to complete the work. I also want to thank the Secretariat for producing two bills, the One Economic Crimes Court bill and the bill on the establishment of an anti-corruption court. But I want to appeal to both the Secretariat and the President to give preference to the One Economic Crimes Code bill by pulling all of their resources to make sure that that bill passes first. After that bill passes, we can then all work for the establishment of the anti-corruption court. Why am I saying this? Even in the absence of an anti-corruption court, we have criminal code C and we have the circuit courts all over Liberia that can prosecute theft cases and theft-related cases. But we don't have enough court to deal with one economic crimes coming out of the civil conflict. More than that, when the President spoke to this nation on Inauguration Day, the court he talked about, and people clapped, thunderously, was the establishment of the One Economic Crimes Court. That is a pet project of this government. He is the first president since the war ended to make this a leading agenda of his government. I'm encouraging him to do everything to get his agenda realized by committing all of the financial and other logistical resources so that the One Economic Crimes Court Secretary can finish his work. That is my appeal to him. But I also want to say to the Liberian people to support the process. I want the legislature to fast-track the process of passing the two bills, beginning with the first one. First thing first, as we can say in Liberia here. Let's see the wisdom in getting a One Economic Crimes Court established. At the end of the war in Rwanda, after the end of the war in Rwanda, they established a tribunal to prosecute people who violated laws of war, war crimes and crimes against humanity. Next door in Sierra Leone, a similar thing was done. These two countries are experiencing stability and economic growth and development. In fact, Rwanda is considered the safest country in Africa. And because of that, so many tourists are going there. Last year, it raised more than $75 million from tourism. Nobody goes to a country where there are settled issues. Let us establish a One Economic Crimes Court because it will be the beginning of any impunity in Liberia. Rule of law is the foundation for stability, and it should begin with our efforts to establish a One Economic Crimes Court. I want to stop here and again thank the President and all of his government officials who are making this thing to happen. You see, where there is a will, there will always be a way. And I think that there's a national will for this to succeed. This is my message to the Liberian people on this day. I want to thank the President for what he has done for our country. Thank you very much.